Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thrive Labs, the best place to learn everything about technical analysis and the financial markets. Today, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin and what is the best way to go forward. Leave a like and subscribe if you like these kind of videos, because these are time sensitive, so make sure you also hit the bell notification button so that you get updated in a timely manner and not miss out on any important updates that I have to share with you here on this channel. Now let's talk Bitcoin. Bitcoin has seen some volatility, and I do have a very special message from you, from a trader towards you, an aspiring trader as well. We have seen a lot of volatility in January after the ETF approval has been done, essentially. But really, overall, we literally have just been going sideways for 2 months now, starting from a range, starting from the beginning of December all the way till now, February. So that means the entirety of December and actually the entirety of January, we have been in a very much range-bound environment as well. So what about the upside and the downside volatility? Well, honestly, this can be actually classed as a fake out to the upside, and the drop over here can be classed as a fake out to the downside. And if we look at this white box over here, then we have simply been going very much sideways. And really, not that much has happened on Bitcoin over the course of this week. Does it mean that you cannot trade? Well, let me tell you a small story. As a matter of fact, a lot of traders are actually expecting these kind of moves every single day. And this cannot be further from the truth. The reality is, especially when you are learning how to day trade or how to trade Bitcoin, is that you start to expect these moves each and every single day. Well, the truth is, I would say go on the charts and check out the Bitcoin chart as a whole and just count how many 20% moves within a single day we've had over the last 5 years. You will come to see that is actually really not realistic to expect. And as a matter of fact, these moves on Bitcoin are actually quite rare, and the price is actually going sideways way more often than it is actually going up or down in a straight line. And that leads often to a series of really bad decision making. Expecting these kind of moves results in jumping in and out of trades without actually really having a solid plan. So you've come to this channel, you've come to the right place, and I'm going to tell you 2 of the most important key levels that you want to be aware of today. Allow me to show you, because if we simply fine-tune this white box over here, then we can come to the conclusion that we have 2 really important key levels actually within this range, derived from a weekly time frame chart. But if we zoom out into a lower time frame, then we can see that we're framing the most recent price action over the last week really nicely within these 2 key levels, with support levels coming in at 41,552 and a very important resistance level coming in at $44,000, or to be exact, $43,926. And as you can see, we have tested this as support, but we have also tested this as resistance already. However, we have not really tapped the level. And the thing is, these levels are so important that once broken, they're going to be telling us the narrative of really what is going to happen and how that bigger range is going to play out. Meaning that if we reclaim this range and backtest it successfully as support, we have a really big probability of actually going up in price, putting back on that $48,000 to $50,000 back on the table. However, should we lose this lower key level at 41,552, then the probabilities increase that this was indeed a lower high, and we are going to see lower prices, such as $38,000 that the majority has been waiting on for a long time, since here actually never really got the level. And instead, because people don't take profits because their expectations are too high, the greed takes over for those that have been in a really nice and good short from here on out, including myself. The difference though is that I did take profits at these lows, and those who didn't now were squeezed out of their position, panicking, collecting the profits for whatever is still left from the trade, only to now maybe not be in a position anymore or in a less favorable position, trying to force fit their trade because they don't have a plan in place and they don't have the patience to actually wait for these levels to come back into play. So these two levels are really very much important for me on Bitcoin right now. And simply all that we have to do is wait for these levels to get hit. And I am personally just simply trading this range for rotations once hit to the downside and rotations to the upside if the support level is getting hit, until we simply break the range, after which I can zoom out back into a larger time frame, simply make my new plan or follow my original plan, and guide my expectations based off of the data that comes in, as opposed to just read the internet all day, read all kinds of news articles, because the truth is, whenever you're following news or look at the fundamentals only, you will always be off of timing. Therefore, my methodology and my strategy is simply as follows. I have these levels set, right? And this is a big range. This is a 5% range, right? So, it takes time for these things to play out. And I'm simply making that plan, literally giving this to you right now so that you are aware and can build your own plan, right, around it. Obviously, this is not the full-fledged plan. You do need to work out where is your trade going to be invalidated, where are you going to take profits along the way, and what is your final target. But this construct that I'm giving you should form the basis and fundament for you to formulate your plan and also set your expectations. What happens if we bust out through the upside, and what happens if we bust out to the downside? I have my plan very much so in place, and then once these levels get hit, all I have to do, right, is switch over to read the order flow, where I can see the orders coming in and out, where I see if people are trying to long the breakout or if they are actively shorting, if I see any CVD divergences, or if I see any increases in price action and volume and volatility, where I can then make my decision in the heat of the moment, and make a correct assessment whether we are actually going to reject at those levels, right? So when it comes to that is how I'm looking to trade Bitcoin. Now, naturally, this is quite a large area. It's a 5% region. Referring back to the beginning of the video, I've already mentioned that this might not be something that plays out in a single day. It could, but usually it don't. So that is why also I do 3 times video updates per week in the trading community and guide them through the live price action, while we also can day trade our way through this section until these bigger key levels get hit, and therefore we can simply continue to make profits as we wait for the bigger setups to come into play. Now, if you want to learn how I am doing that precisely, then head over to our website. As you can see, thrivelabs.io. This is the website that we have over here, giving you some information on what we actually do. We go all the way from A to Z for any skill level, from beginner to very advanced. You learn how to navigate the charts, find trading setups. We teach you how to read price action, and most importantly, you will also be able to connect with other like-minded people that are in the same boat as you, trying to learn and navigate their way through the markets, right? And if you sign up and if you get yourself a membership, you get access to this member dashboard where you can see all these video updates. We even have a calendar that will inform you about when it is likely that we're going to see volatility in the market. This is more hands-on learning, putting it directly into practice. Tons and tons and tons of video material to study from. As you can see, a lot of pages And then on top of that, if you want to learn more about the inner workings of the market, we also have a dedicated academy with course material where you can learn technical analysis, where you can find these templates that I showed you just now about reading order flow. And we dive into much deeper topics like how to go about leverage, how to go about hedging, and how to go about your trading entries. If that is of interest to you, make sure to find these links in the description below this video, where you can simply navigate through that website. And as well, if you want to know how I trade and where I trade on these exchanges, then you also have here some links that you can use to create an account for yourself and benefit from some discounts. So with having that said, the final words that I have over here, for me, the chart is not overly difficult. All that it boils down to right now is your traders' discipline. Be disciplined. Make sure you remain patient for the best setups that you can find. Keep your risk management in check. If you need some guidance, then I'm always here for you in the trading community 5 days a week. More than happy to guide you through that whole process. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a really brilliant weekend and see you in the next video. Cheers.